I'm Tracy Potts. Another somber day in Washington, the second day of public mourning for Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg at the U.S. Supreme Court. President Trump is expected to go by and pay his respects today, along with First Lady Melania Trump, as the president prepares to name Ginsburg's replacement on Saturday. Insiders are suggesting that increasingly looks like federal appeals judge Amy Coney Barrett out of Chicago, a staunch conservative.
Racism allegations. A former University of Georgia football player is accusing the school of blocking his transfer to Ole Miss. Oris Reese saying on Twitter his time at UGA took a mental toll on him. He says one of his friends and teammates was called the N-word. He also claims a group of white classmates were mocking slavery. A UGA statement in response to his allegations says they dispute any suggestion that the campus is unsafe or racially insensitive environment.
Going viral, Butts County School District making all Jackson County High students learn remotely starting Friday because of COVID-19. The district saying nearly 100 students and staff at the school are under quarantine because of the virus. Virtual learning will last through October 8th for all JHS students. In-person learning will resume on October 14th. Officials have also suspended varsity football at the high school because of positive cases on the team.